Okay, so I'm not the best range nerd out there, but I do understand how it works mostly, and I actively use a ranged march right now in KVK, so let's talk about the two new range commanders that just dropped for anyone that's interested in that. And I'm not going to read over every skill because that's going to take forever, so if you want, go ahead and read the skills for yourself, but the first commander, Stefan, let's go over him real quick. His active skill requires 1000 rage and deals 800 damage factor at ranged or 1500 at melee, and after that it deals 200 damage factor for 2 seconds at ranged or 350 for 2 seconds at melee, and it can mighty heal with that exposed effect thing, which is cool because I like healing when it comes to ranged. His second skill offers 35% defense and 20% march speed when not in combat. His third skill takes 15% less range counterattack and can deal 25% more normal damage for a few seconds with a cooldown. And for the fourth skill, basically with every attack that he does, he has a chance to add a stack, I guess, and pretty much when you've hit the max amount of stacks, you get 30% attack and sacrificed 7.5% defense. And I don't want to explain the expertise, but it's not a bad one. I like it. It just has a really long cooldown of 10 seconds. Anyways, I really like the guy. He seems strong, I think, but I don't think he's stronger than Bobber if I'm being honest, but that's just an opinion, and we won't know how good he really is until he's released. But if you expertise Bobber, you get an active skill damage factor of 1200 at ranged instantly, and he permanently has 25% attack, 15% defense, 30% health, and a bunch of other stuff that he does, except he marches slower than the government returning your taxes at the end of the year. And if Bobber is stronger, it's not by a lot. Like I said, that's just my opinion, but you never know. Maybe Stefan is better for the march speed, but we don't know yet. For now, let's just look at the other guy first, which is John Hunyadi. His active skill has a rage requirement of 1000 and it does 1600 damage factor at melee or 900 damage factor at ranged. Then it says that he gets 20% range skill damage bonus for 3 seconds after that. And when I spoke to some Siege nerds, we still don't know if that applies to melee or not, so we won't know until we can test it out, so don't trust what anyone says about how that works right now. Second skill offers 35% attack and gains rage 15% faster, which is beautiful. I am a fan of attack when it comes to ranged, and they take forever to gain rage, so I love this skill entirely. His third skill offers a 20 or 40% chance to deal 300 range damage factor to the target. His fourth skill deals 40% more damage to troops that are under 50%, which is absolutely insane. This is what every KP fiend is wanting. If you can't get enough KP, this is the answer. He's a freaking bully, man. Your best bet is to pick on the weak with this guy. And finally, the expertise offers more damage factor and gains 30 rage. Spit on me with that stupid rage all you want, it's whatever. The damage factor is cool, I guess. Anyways, on to the important stuff. Cordoba is still the best range commander out there and is for sure worth expertising. There's no way around that, so let's all get that through our heads right now. Cordoba is best boy. And his best pair would either be Gajamada or Margaret as a cheap investment of 5511 only because normal damage enhances Cordoba. If you already have Bobber, I would say go for John. Bobber is tanky enough as it is, and John is outputting a lot of damage, and as being ranged only taking counterattack, that's kinda what you want, I think. If you don't have Bobber, then in my premature opinion, before anything is released, I would say go for John first, and then either Bobber or Stefan. Keep the normal damage commanders with the smite commanders, and then keep the skill damage commanders together. And if you did 3 marches, I would say do Cordoba with Gajamada, Margaret with Bobber, and then put John with Stefan. You could move them around, I don't think it would matter too much, but let me know what you guys think. Later.